like to chop, and they don't want to walk. If you like make you minimize, or you like to maximize, I like to analyze. If you like make you compromise, so monkey they walk up and put the chop. Life in no balance. All fingers are not equal. Life in no balance. Oh yeah, make we check and balance. As we jolly they dance, many people they for ambulance. This life in no balance. We the hustle they find balance. Some people sit down for house, they walk on to the yana pata. Oh no, some seafood chop. Oh no, many no seafood chop. Oh no, some they for the top. Oh no, many people they for street they talk. Monkey they walk up and put the chop. Life in no balance. All fingers are not equal. Monkey they walk up and put the chop. Life in no balance. All fingers are not equal.
Good evening, everyone. Maazi Ezeoke here speaking. I can see that some of us today, we got it right. Some of us are already here waiting for me to come on. That is what I call dedication, and I do appreciate that. So good evening, everyone. Today we are going to be looking at something very, very interesting. Nigeria is what when we were growing up, what we call one day, one trouble. One day, one trouble. Before now, about a couple of hours ago, you saw the press conference by Bruce Fein, whom I did interview a couple of weeks back, the IPOB and Nnamdi Kano's lawyer, who is in Nigeria. And he visited and he wanted to see his client. As usual, that's what I say. Somehow, I don't know, the government somehow has mastered the act of making nonsense out of everything, even when something ought to be very, straightforward. I mean, why do you have to create a scene? The man couldn't see his client yesterday. And, on a petty ground, that's the person that should open the door. He's not, Jesus Christ. I was just discussing with somebody before I came along. I'm like, what? I mean, incompetence is written everywhere. Where would you start? Where would you end? You move back to the federal government or the executive, it's the same madness. 2 ministers were sacked 2 days ago, is it? Or were replaced, or were anything you call it. 48 hours later, no replacement. What a freaking nation. I mean, you might be watching me from the United Kingdom now. Imagine Boris Johnson, Bojo, removes a cabinet minister. I tell you, within max, even before he does, obviously you know who is going to take over. In the event that somebody takes a PM by surprise and resigns, at least within 6 hours, max 12 hours, you must have a replacement. But here, man, wait till we go talk. Don't today. Hey.
Well, lie today, it go good because Governor Atam, he don't take me something for the other room. For other room, he don't take me something.
So everyone, you know, Also, Governor Ortom is going to be part of our discussion this evening. He talked about how his people are being killed in Benue, and he said that he can no longer perform in the Azza room, in that department. You know what I mean? In that department, it's a if they go there, you don't take me light. Okay. Then we'll look at that. We'll see how your nation called Nigeria says that the following is going to happen. They want to build naval base. They want to build naval base. You know, where? They want to build naval base in Kano. And when I saw this, Kahinde Nubi, this particular thing got me cracking. I loved it. You know why I loved it? Because obviously it conveys the message, right? It conveys the message. You're moving the naval base to Kano. Maybe Nigeria is going to surprise the world. They might develop ships that actually run on deserts, maybe ships that run on sand. Maybe that's what it's going to be. We don't know. Again, everyone, I say, welcome once more to this evening broadcast. This is my Friday hangout with you, my audience. Please do me a favor. Let me know where you are watching me from. Do me a favor. Let me know where you are watching me from. I am still your host, Maazi Ezeoke, and this is still Njenje Media TV. Do me that favor, subscribe, like this stream. Let others know what is happening. When you click that like button, be it on Facebook, be it on Twitch, you get others to know that you like this. And again, the suppression of viewer suppression that is happening on YouTube will not affect others. At least others will know that you liked it and they will join us. So let's do 1 minute shout out to everyone. Then we kick the ball rolling. Okay. Now, let's quickly do, know where we are all watching. Oh, yeah, we have someone who won today. That's Juliet Akujeze. Yeah, Juliet Akujeze. Are we allowed to call during the live chat? Yes, you can call when the time comes. We will have a discussion later, and you will be allowed to call in. Yes. And Olatunji Awofeso. Thank you very much for joining me, Olatunji. Olatunji. It says we have a government that is deaf and dumb. Nigeria is a zoo. Maazi Ezeoke, I really love your studio. Thank you very much. Greetings from Dublin, Republic of Ireland. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. It's not our nation. It's not our nation. Hold on. I need to go back and read. It's not our national. It is our nation. Maazi, we no follow. Okay. I think I get the gist, but Ortom is looking for excuses. Some of you bad, even Pastor Ortom self, come myself. Watching from Dallas. Exactly, that's what I mean. We need to know where you're watching from. Chizaroke Bantu, Nigeria aristocracy in what? You call yourself aristocracy in Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, some of you are cracking me up. Olatunji Awofeso from England, excellent program. Thank you very much. So people, everyone, go and bring everybody in your household. Look under the bed, on top of the bed, but not in the other room. So let's start. Like I said before, look at this for a moment. This is the naval base that might be built in Nigeria. Oh dear, naval base. we will talk about, I'll allow you, Colin, and you have your view on this naval base, because this naval base, I have never seen anything like that. It's a nation, every day you wake up, you think you've hardly last, but suddenly you wake up and you hear things that will make you think, wow, I am no longer happiness more. You hear things that you say, how did they come about? I am no longer indeed happiness more. So everyone will start now. Let's bring in the Arise team, because they've done a good job today. They basically reviewed it, and let's take it, I follow their own sequence in doing this today. So, Tundi, come in.
On a lighter note today, with the governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom, who has been quite vocal about the insecurity challenges in the country. In a video that is now circulating on social media, the governor claimed that he has been affected psychologically by the insecurity and is unable to engage sexually with his wife, especially when he thinks of the people at the internally displaced camp. Let's take a listen.
Nobody should intimidate me. I remain committed to leading my people and also standing with the people. There is no way, as our leader said, how do you want me? Even when I'm on top of my wife and I remember the people who are in that DP camp. You go flat. Thank you very much.
Well, Dr. Abati, I'm coming to you straight on the story. I called it a lighter note, but it is very serious what he's talking about. I mean,
actually, sorry, pardon me. The reason why I'm laughing is someone, someone, if you listen carefully, see, someone beside him said, and he goes, listen again.
Nobody should intimidate me. I remain committed to leading my people and also standing with the people. There is no way, as our leader said, how do you want me?
No, not this one. Sorry.
Security challenges in the country.
My wife, and I remember the people who are in that DP camp.
You see, listen to what the person will say now.
You go flat. Thank you very much.
Well, Dr. Abati, I'm coming to you straight on the story. I called it a lighter note, but it is very serious what he's talking about. I mean, he just said that he cannot perform with his wife when he thinks about the insecurity and the people at the ID.
At this point, I don't know which one is funnier. Is it what Ortom? It's a serious matter, because in the last couple of weeks, about 2 weeks now, myself, Njenje Media and Delomba TV have teamed up. We've been showcasing more of the atrocities happening in the Middle Belt. That's on a serious note. So a lot, I've had conversation with Melafio Bidaya, the one I had yesterday with Gad Peter, people who are from that area. The one that broke my heart, actually, a man yesterday saying that in the last 5 years, he has not gone home back to his ancestral home because his house has been taken over by headsmen, foreign headsmen. And this, I'm from Anambra State, and I just, for 1 second, I imagine I can no longer go back to my house because a bunch of ragtag idiots have occupied it. It's not a laughing matter. But again, it is funny the way he said it. That's why everybody... Now, I don't know which is funnier. I don't know if it's what the governor said or the way suddenly Rube Anabati became a sex lecturer, a sexuologist. And look at the look at his face. Look at, he basically took over the show, and the following happened.
Your take on the story, Dr. Abati?
Well, ordinarily, what happens between Governor Ortom and his wife in their bedroom, in the other room, should not be our concern. We don't need to worry about whether things go up or go down or go sideways or go in any direction in their other room.
Right.
But now that he has brought it to the public domain, it has become a matter of public interest. And I see that in the last 24 hours, many Nigerians have shown interest in that connection between Governor Ortom's bedroom and the crisis, the security crisis that he faces in his state. I think that he used that explanation to convey the extent of his passion, his concern, about his people. And I think that is perfectly understandable considering the conflict that he has been having with the federal government. But,
right.
My comment will be as follows. One, Governor Ortom should try to get a good work-life balance. We don't expect that he will sacrifice his duty, his commitment in the other room because he wants to serve the people of Benue State. We don't want him to leave government and his wife will leave him, or for the First Lady of Benue State to leave him in the course of his governorship, and then blame the security challenge, for that. So that's why I think he needs to strike a very good balance. And as for the statement that he made, the governor was saying that when he's on top, that's typical Nigerian talk. It's misogynistic, and
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean it's misogynistic?
No, because in Nigeria, men always claim that they are on top in the bedroom. Maybe the governor.
Well, what about that? What if that is his sexual preference?
Well, it's called the missionary style.
Yes,
maybe
exactly.
the governor needs some further education in the activities of the bedroom, of the other room, so that if he had.
I think at this point, it has become very obvious that Ruben Abati has PhD in Azarumology. So we would be sending Ruben, all expenses paid here. We will eventually contribute money to send Ruben to Benue to teach the governor what to do.
Some other methods, things do not necessarily need to go flat, depending on the position that is taken. And I would, like to recommend to him the classic, the most ancient book, on erotica.
Okay.
And that is Kama Sutra. The book is called Kama Sutra. I hope someone will buy him a copy. That book contains...
Abati, you recommended it to your somebody, so kindly buy him one.
64 different, methods that you can adopt in the other room, including the reverse butterfly, the spoon, the tajikupra.
Ruben, is that actually what you did your PhD in, Ruben?
All of these styles. So maybe the governor, if he reads the book and he tries to master some of the recommendations in the book.
Okay.
You see, a master is talking about somebody mastering it. So what Ruben has actually reviewed today is that he has mastered that book. Maybe he has read it 50 times, like reading the Bible cover to cover. Maybe that's what Ruben...
Then Madam will be very happy and nothing will go flat in the bedroom, in the inner chambers of the Benue State government house. However, the point about security is noted and the need to protect the people of Benue State and ensure that they do not end up in internally displaced persons camps. That's my take.
Well, I hope the governor has heard you. Tundu, I would love your opinion on this topic.
I'm kind of momentarily stunned by Dr. Maazi. I mean, while I appreciate a break from the usual wall of misery that is the news in Nigeria, I didn't expect things to take such a prurient turn this morning. I guess in a nutshell, all I have to say is that Governor Ortom should perhaps learn to leave his work in the office and not bring it home with him. But it's kind of nice to see that he is so caring and concerned. I mean, I don't mean to sound prudish, but I generally don't appreciate any form of levity with regards to serious issues such as security, such as lives and displacement. But in his case, I'll give him a pass because he was also a victim. We recall that he almost lost his life to these terrorists. They're not bandits at all. So I give him a pass for that. And I guess the bottom line is that he cares. But yes, he has to compartmentalize his life, so he doesn't, affect his home life.
Well said, Tundu. Rufai, your analysis on this topic.
Wow, amazing. So if the governor said whenever he's on top, this affects his sexual life, the security situation, yeah, it's enough. Because when you look at what is happening in Benue State, it's really gut-wrenching. People are dying. True. People that will never get a chance to have their own libidos in their own lifetime. They are dying. And this is something we should stop once and for all. These are people that all the offense is to stay or believe in Benue State. And we know the reactions we are getting as regards this. Farmers can't go to the farm any longer. People are displaced. There's hurt everywhere. Somebody was on TV the other day talking about the fact that, they made an open grazing law in Benue State. You can see how that's working now at the expense of people's lives.
Mocking them, yes.
I think what is most important is to return their lives back to them and ensure that security comes back to the food basket of the nation. Mm-hmm. That is what is most important here. Lives are being lost, and that is really important. So if the governor says it diminishes his libido during sex, it's more than enough to diminish the libido of the governor. It's more than enough to stop the governor from his process of action, whatever he's doing, because it is more than enough for all of us to rally round and look for solutions to this problem. It is really sad what is happening in Benue State.
Right. Well said, Rufai. We'll have to go on a short break now. And when we come back, what's trending on the morning show? We can.
So obviously we can see, how do I put it? This is damn too serious, but it appears to have been sidetracked by that little comment, or by that minor comment by the governor himself. But the truth here remains that there is something obviously and seriously happening in Nigeria that maybe the way since 3 weeks to 1 month that I've started speaking to victims, people directly, it's honestly it's mind-boggling that people, many people now are not even aware what is happening. Many people are not even aware what is happening, and it is sad because we know clearly that it is now a case of total failure of governance. The moment the government fails in the fundamental duties of protecting lives and property, that government has no locus to still say that they are governing, because you have failed. The basic social contract you have signed with the people by the means of exchanging their votes and entering into a contract and into a covenant with whoever that vied for that office, promising, and in this case saying that he is, or rather was a general, that he is going to lead from the front. When the time came, it became a Ghanaian music. It don't happen. It don't happen. Oh, God, don't run away. Oh, it don't happen. That's what it is. Vamos. This is human lives we're talking about, people. This is human lives. And it is sad. Having said that, you think you've had it all. The next thing you're going to hear is that that the nation will be establishing naval base in Kano. Question, if you go grab your map, if you have your sense of geography, you split your map, you bring it out and you begin to look, where is that river that connects Kano with the Atlantic Ocean? Or are we going to be doing desert storm?
Reactions have trailed the approval of a new naval base to be established in Kano State, Nigeria. According to reports, the governor of the state, Abdullahi Ganduje, allocated 100 hectares of land for the naval base on Wednesday. The chief of naval staff, Vice Admiral Awal Zaburu Gambo, paid a courtesy visit to the governor to thank him for the allocation and noted that the new base will contribute to showcase the effort of Nigerian Navy in keeping the nation as one. While some Nigerians reacting to the news have registered concerns as to why a naval base will be established in a hinterland of the nation. I believe we could take a tweet before I come to you, Tundu, or we don't have that tweet. I'd love your comment on this topic. I mean, only in Nigeria will this happen.
It's completely baffling. Nigerians must hear a plausible explanation for this. That is if one exists, because might as well at this point.
There is no, I mean, don't at this stage deceive yourself because you're not going to get any explanation. Don't, because you're not going to get one. Suddenly, we hear that over 100 hectares is made available. You ask yourself, why can't we use the same vigor? Why can't they use the same vigor to establish ranching, to stop these people coming down south to kill, maim, and do whatever they do? If it is that is a private business, yes, granted and given, do it and prevent them from coming down. But hey, no, we wouldn't do it. But Naval, we will provide. Honestly, sometimes it just
move the ports to Kano if we're moving a naval base to Kano, because what is a naval base? It's supposed to be a seaport where the naval ships are kept when they're not at sea. I don't know if they need to be maintained or what have you, and just, you know, housed somewhere. In the UK, I'm very sure about the UK, the naval bases are in Portsmouth, Clyde, and Devonport. America, I think, has maybe 10, 15, quite a few, but they're all in coastal areas. Right. I just don't remember exactly where. I know Maryland, Connecticut, I know a few, but in the UK, I'm 100% certain. It has to be by the sea because it's the Navy. And I really hate to sort of...
In Nigeria, it is not called Navy. In Nigeria, it is called whatever, but not Navy. And these ships will not move on the sea. As you can see on the screen now, these ships will move on sand. Operation Desert Storm. That's what we're going to see.
Hi. Dambro Vasege. Mutani Nigeria sawo. Mutani Nigeria idan supply. Idan supply. Nigeria idan supply.
What do you say? I would like to, towards the end of this program, which I wouldn't make this last long, but I would like to give many of you chance to call and comment on this, because this is absolutely, in my view, it is absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane. But let's bring the Arise team back again.
Repeat or parrot speculation, but this is exactly what some people mean. The more paranoid amongst us have been shouting themselves hoarse about a Fulanization agenda, rather than the government taking great lengths, going to great lengths to sort of douse that kind of talk. They fan those flames by this kind of incomprehensible move, quite frankly. We do need an explanation. It makes absolutely no sense.
Dr. Bati, your comment?
Well, this again is the Nigerian story. It's not something that is new. You recall, as part of the struggle of the people of the Niger Delta, they were complaining at a point, the people of the Niger Delta, that the headquarters of the international oil companies should not be in Lagos, that those headquarters should be located in the Niger Delta, where the primary material, that is the main business, is located. And that went on for many years. We can give another example of, when the Ministry of Transport decided to locate the Federal University of Transportation in Daura, in Katsina State, in the hometown of the president. People were wondering, they were saying, look, why go and put the University of Transportation in Daura? I mean, what kind of transportation are they going to teach there? You know, travel on the back of camels or what? Now you have this. This is yet another instance. It's a long list that we can cite. You know, people are now saying, why a naval base in the desert? You know, when there is the ocean is right here in the south. But there are persons in the north who can tell you that there are rivers also in the north and all that. But what is the draft level, you know, of those rivers? Do they justify the establishment of a naval base there? But the chief of naval staff, who was, you know, in Kano for an annual conference, annual naval conference, was quite enthusiastic that the state governor had allocated land for this purpose. And indeed, as we speak, an acting commander of the naval base to be situated in Kano has already been appointed. And we are told that this commander of the base will immediately form part of the security council of the
Okay, can you hear me now, people? Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I believe you can hear me now, okay? Tell me, just make it, tell me at the comment section. Okay, thank you very much, you can hear me. So let's continue.
Government of Kano State. The only justification that I see that they can put forward is that, oh, this is yet in line with the principle of federal character in the Constitution, that government assets should be, and infrastructure should be distributed across the country. Well, you can put up that argument, but there are certain things that do not make sense. A naval base in the desert. It's only in Nigeria that I think that is possible.
Absolutely.
But
Abati, you see, when you say a naval base in the desert, now that could be misconstrued that you're basically saying and calling that place a barren land, that the whole place is desert. But what I do still not understand is, if we have the capacity to build naval base in Kano, that means we must also have capacity to convert these areas into mass, area of ranching. But what we have seen so far is only lip service. Lip service. That's all.
Nigeria never fails to surprise you. Or rather, our leaders never fail to surprise us.
Before I take your comment, we'll take our final story so you can comment on both. In Katsina State.
Now, imagine the next story you're going to hear now is without, okay, I don't want this to be, to come over as being condescending, but, we can, all these things are planned, yet even to write a letter, how old will someone be that even if you're 20 years old, that means you have written Nigeria for 20 years. When you type with computer have autocorrect. How can you be so stupid and silly to write something that even mistakes, the mistakes that ought not to? If your son is in the primary school and is in maybe primary 2 and 3 and still makes mistakes when he writes Nigeria, then you must have to go examine that child. But here, something that was supposed to be like an executive order was written with errors, riddled with errors, in and out. Watch.
Nigerians have thrown the governor of the state, Aminu Masari, under the bus after he signed an error-filled executive order. The executive order, which came into effect on Tuesday, was issued as part of efforts to address the security challenges in the state. In the executive order, the first blunder was the subject matter of the order, the title, which...
Subject matter, here you can look at it. It says 1991. It is clearly written, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1991, as amended. The governor was so blind and he is an itover that he couldn't see it. The person that wrote it, who proofread it, and still, this thing went all this through many processes, yet no
read Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1991, when in actual fact the Federal Republic of Nigeria is governed by the 1999 Constitution. The executive order contained other blunders, including the spelling of Nigeria, which was written below the governor's signature as Niger.
Now, many people are saying that maybe they are trying to say Katsina State is in Niger. But even if it is Nigeria, it is still wrong. So, man, I don't blame Victor, who says is a Olodo quota system of blockheads. Huh? If it's a private thing, you can say people. But again, I don't know how people don't pay attention and seriousness to such things that go public.
Yeah. Well, many Nigerians have shared reactions. Rufai, I would love your comment on this particular subject before you talk about the Naval issue.
I'm sure the guy that wrote the paper wrote Nigeria, as they will call it, Nigeria.
That's all.
Now, so it wait since he between yes, make it telling me. I don't understand now why it write me for Nigerian. Because for my head, if they call me Olodo, it's not good. But for my head, if they look at me, if they say, because na Nigeria ni ide call me. So if ide write me for Nigeria. Why you don't go to school, you don't go makaranta, you go to tell me to it's not good. But if for my head, I go in Nigeria ni, if in Nigeria, so it will be in Nigeria.
Couldn't even pronounce it.
No,
how do you say?
Nigeria.
Okay, good.
You see, incompetence is just everywhere. This is another brighter grammar moment. Incompetence is just everywhere, and there's nobody to double check it. If a common government dossier cannot be checked properly from errors, then what can be checked properly in this country? You are amazed at the level of incompetence, and we've become a gift that keeps giving every single time. We can't write a paper correctly, and we want to solve insecurity problem. And that's why we do things that we can't even account for. Good point you were talking about, Tundu, about naval bases in England. I had the chance of being in one in Plymouth. Plymouth is like is an ocean, big body of water. That's where you have naval bases. But here...
No, Rufai now. Rufai, why are you bringing sense? You're talking about Plymouth. Are you here talking about Plymouth? I mean, it's just like talking about Liverpool or even, where is it? The one close to Dagenham. I mean, these are these are where people, where you have you cite things because you want to develop. We have railway school. Why must it be in Katsina? Because it's where the president comes from, not where it is needed. People do things because they come from that place. It's nepotism. It didn't only start with Buhari. Every single one of them had done so. And that you cannot develop a nation like that. What you keep doing, you widen the gap of disaffection. People will look at you and say, man, what is wrong with these people? You build naval base. The ship will sail by sand. And it will be escorted by camel. Right? Go and also go and buy a Akoi dagger, and you go and buy your dagger. And so that we would complete the marching order.
You can see the Niger Delta.
People are we?
There's a naval base in Sapele, close to the water. It's just very close to where the power station is in Sapele. I've been to that one too. You didn't see all the body of water in Bayelsa. You now take it all the way to the north. And when the...
Calm down now. If they build it in Bayelsa, they think one day Bayelsa will wake up and say, Kai, all the naval officers here, if you don't pay us what is due to us, we will seize them. But equally, we are building it close to a place where you wake up one day. If they can invade NDA, Nigeria, what's it called? If they can invade NDA Kaduna, you wake up one day, people that had the audacity, the infantry to invade Nigeria Defense Academy, where the elite soldiers are being, where the soldiers are being trained. If they can invade that, one day you will hear, our naval ship is missing, Bandit has kidnapped the naval ships. And they will say, make all of us contribute. Me, I will contribute one goat because I don't have cow. We will begin to look for naval ship. Whether it has gone under the sand or sandstorm cover them, we don't know. But listen, nothing seems impossible again in Nigeria. You wake up, go and write it down. One day you wake up. Is it not in this country that a ship that was in Lagos seized, eventually it disappeared? You know what it means? It's just like come one day, a fleet of 10-story buildings, just a couple of 10-story buildings jump together. Suddenly you wake up, you no longer see it. It can only happen in Nigeria. It didn't sink. It just disappeared. So I won't be surprised one day we wake up and hear that the naval base, we are now meant to contribute money. The way the parents of those children in Kaduna, the way they contribute money to go bail their children. But this time around, it will be that we have to contribute money. We are looking for money to go and bail our naval base. It sounds silly. Before 2 weeks ago, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? If anybody ever told you that you wake up where you have heavy armories, where you have fortified environment, that you wake up and open newspaper, electronic, and hear bandit invade NDA. Not only that they invaded NDA, killed 2. Not only that they killed 2, they kidnapped a major. Not only that they kidnapped the major, they demanded ransom. You talk about, they demanded ransom now. Wow, they have killed him. Hi. How come? The chicken, you say the chicken just put leg for your gari, he put mouth. The mouth will take eat shit. If the talk say he don't put mouth, he bend, he put nyash. If the talk say he don't put nyash, he poo inside it. If the talk say he don't poo, he dey mix them for you with in leg, shaka, 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 like this. That is what is happening. Unbelievable, unbelievable.
People of the Niger Delta are complaining that they are marginalized. You say, how are they marginalized? So we'll go and dig up water in Kano now to form naval base all of a sudden? Or it's going to be built close to River Rana, or what is it? You see places in the Niger Delta to site naval base, you can't site it there.
I mean,
it's
really?
all the way to, just like it never made sense to me why a refinery was built in Kaduna and we had to transport crude up there to refine.
No, Rufai, it will not make sense to you. By 2022, they will finish all the gas piping. Bayelsa, no gas. Rivers, no gas. Cross River, no gas. Anambra, no gas. Imo, no gas. Yet, what the only thing they will gain is gas flaring, poisoning the people, creating, giving people cancer. The last time I was in Port Harcourt, I felt like, it's so sad. Every roof in Port Harcourt is like black. And I was like, what's going on here? They say it's soot or whatever they call it, that coming from the gas flaring. But for how long? These are things you can harvest and put into use. No, we will not do it. We only want quick money. Which one will give us money? Now, quiet. I get all you well. Let's take the money. That's it. No one thinks. And you want people to be happy and say they want, oh yeah, be patriotic. You should be patriotic Nigeria, Bugidia. How? When you have rooks, supervise, when you have a goat supervising yamban, why wouldn't they eat it? You get lion, you get goat. You say, lion, take care of this goat, I'm coming. Lion, I know. Lion has gone, maybe it's the lion in our nature. He has gone into fasting. That's why he cannot eat the goat. Make I hear word.
Fine.
Bonkers.
Federal character.
Federal character. What is this characterization of federal madness we are doing in this country?
So we call it.
I don't get it. We're not, the cost we use to transport crude all the way.
Right.
Please, you see, let us not divide this country even further.
Well, it's divided already. Person we don't fall for ground, no be to rise up again. It's divided already by the actions of those called leaders. Anyway, who make them leaders? They make themselves leaders. They only lead in their pockets. That's what they know by their actions. We're talking about not dividing the nation, but the nation is already divided. How can you justify that if you're going to, if you go there now to go to Kano to build naval base? Naval base, which pirates and which sea are you patrolling? I forgot. Sorry, they have to patrol the desert. Sorry, I forgot.
Let us do what is right. Let us do what is befitting, because we forget that every day we are living our lives to leave legacies.
Right.
And power is transient. You will come, you will go someday. The question is, what have you done behind? Please, put a naval base where it has to be.
All right.
You can get a lot of good officers out of Bayelsa and some other areas in the southwest, in the south. Put them in place. I'm waiting to see Pandit's reaction to this, because they will talk definitely.
Dr. Vati, I'd love your reaction to the executive order issued by the governor of Katsina State.
Well, this is supposed to be an executive order on the security situation in Katsina State. And some of the things that executive order is talking about, they seem to be important. The imposition of curfew, the restriction of movement, recommendations about markets, when they should open, when they should not open, and also some talk about restriction on the transportation of cattle out of Katsina State. So in terms of the spirit, you see an attempt on the part of the governor to deal with the urgent situation in Katsina State. And that's Katsina State, the state of the president of Nigeria. And they are also, they have very serious security problems. Now, what is very scandalous is the delivery of that executive order via the vehicle of a badly written document. And although we may blame the civil servants, but I would like to hold the governor Aminu Bello Masari himself.
Can't he read? Can't he? Anyway, is he not the same man standing and posing and taking picture with bandit? And they will come back and say, we are looking for bandits. Bandits have kidnapped our children. Well, we'll go back. This morning I was having a conversation with someone from Abuja. And, you know, we started talking about something that is very potent on this nation. No one, all you hear is bandits kidnapped. Oh, after 1 month, 2 months, they've released them. But since I have never heard about how or who takes care of their psychological well-being. You grab somebody, most times they rape children in front of their mother and their fathers, and they rape the woman afterwards. Sometimes they sodomize the men. And just like the case of Chibok girl, the girl that came back with 2 children, a girl of about 15 years, kidnapped, come back 6 years later with 2 children. And you know the worst of all, the beast, the idiot that did this came back with him. They say they should be forgiven. Jeez. You know, geez, that one got me. That particular one got me. I'm like, oh dear, don't worry. Make I not say what. Let me not say, unless DSS will come and hear and understand what I'm thinking. But what I'm thinking there, somebody may give me Christmas gift. What we call, I need a nutcracker as Christmas gift, because that is the best gift to give to that imbecile. You took somebody's child, from a child that has gone to school at age of 15, and that child returned with 2 kids. In Nigeria, it's happening, and the conversation is going to pardon the individual. In 21st century,
responsible. This is a man who has been in government for the better part of his life. He started by being a commissioner in Katsina State, and he later, ended up as a member of parliament, and he was also speaker of the House of Representatives. The rule is that when you are given a document, even if it is drafted for you, you have to read it first. Didn't the governor read the document?
I'm not sure.
Listen, Ruben, don't play ignorant here. If Nigeria is Nigeria, even if I read it, I will not see any error. Okay? So because it's in Nigeria, if you read it, you go to do like this, you go to do like this.
It's doing like this. It's doing like this. It's blinking, shaking. So even though.
And because Everything is blinking, shaking. There's not going to be any difference. So you basically do what? You jump and pass. That's it. That's it. It's as simple as that. In the same country, people, we have a man accused of supervising deleting the life of another as a federal minister, and everybody is talking. Yet, the same man still supervises as a minister in this country. Anyway, watch this.
Whole country working together, not just the army. Now, to get the whole country working together, there are some things you don't allow. I'm going to say, for instance, that the presidency has a few questions to answer. Because if you want to build the confidence of the people, there are some things that we must never allow. I'm going to tell you that apart from the minimum ones I've mentioned, the major one that is undermining the effort of this war right now is the fact that in 2004, I was involved in an evacuation. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, they had just slaughtered one boy in their mosque. A young Christian, Sunday Achi was his name. When I got there, the other students who had fatwas on them that were meant to be killed in a university, we evacuated them, brought them to Lagos. Like I said, I worked with CAN presidents through the years. And this has been happening through the years, so it's not as if it's a Buhari era thing. It's just that the buck stops at the table of leadership. Now, the major question we're asking ourselves is this. The young boys that we interviewed then, the testimonies we took, the person who put a fatwa on them and supervised the killing of one of them is a federal minister now. Even after he was exposed globally. You see, how on earth do we want to... I mean, we are one of the people who are rallying people and saying, look, this thing is not religious. It is a religious cover. The best way we can win in Nigeria is, first of all, to blow the religious cover. It is not religious. It is not religious. But when a man who supervised the killing of and he was 31 years old then. So how do we give such an excuse?
Now, you heard it. Not me. I don't know who he's talking about. I don't know the name. But a federal minister. A federal minister. You know, these days, everybody, including myself, everyone is talking tongue-in-cheek. I don't want certain people to jump my fence. And we have the Commodore that came, spoke, and he was invited. I don't have money for keke, talk less of Okada, because if you invite me, if you allow them buy you one-way ticket, that means you're already in trouble. But if you see someone who can do this to a child, I mean, there is, I don't know the equivalent of it but there is in Igbo, the Catholics call Njobubu. There is something you can classify as unforgivable sin. When you commit this, or you come back, you say, I am sorry. But I'm looking at the product. You've messed this child up. That child is never, ever going to be the same. The childhood you've taken away. And that child is messed up forever. But what do? You ask for forgiveness. And they will be forgiven. It's not if, it's not but. They will be forgiven. Because we have precedent. We have an army general telling us that once they come out, once they confess, that they can be forgiven and rehabilitated, and they can even become the president. They can become the president. You think I'm kidding you? Then what?
An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country.
You hear that? No be for my mouth, and I go here say somebody's mess the smell. That if you are able to lay down your arms, do kiniko, do you stand the chance of becoming the president of UAR? Is it not you? Pardon me. What is it called again? Is it not UAR? Huh? You think we are kidding? Today. You see, one thing I deal with fact is that because when you jump my friends, I will show you sources where I get my things. My job here is to analyze these things. Today, we saw the following, where we now know that some of the bandits that were caught are in the payroll of government. Watch, not me. Look at it. He says, let me see if I can increase the size. Come on. Okay. So that you can read with me. Okay. Please, that is Adiola Fayon. Please arrest 3 suspected bandits on Katsina government payroll. The same Katsina we were just talking about, the ones, a whole government of Katsina that cannot spell Nigeria. A whole government of Katsina that doesn't know that it is not 1999 constitution, but that it is not 1991 constitution, but 1999 constitution. People, are you beginning to connect the dots? There is a reoccurring decimal here. It's about how you deal with issues. And in this case, these issues are being dealt with kid glove. Please arrest 3 suspected bandits on Katsina government payroll. Then the story here. These are the people, these are the faces. It says here, 3 suspected bandits who claim to have repented. Again, it is about this repentance. Ozemene Nsugbe actually said it while he was alive in one of his music. That if it is to go to Ogugu, people will be running away. But when they say, he repent, they speak in tongue or they lakoba, what happens? Likely to go back to their old ways. But here we have it. 3 people. What are they doing? In government payroll. 3 suspected bandits who claim to have repented have been arrested by the Katsina Police Command after an attempted robbery attack. The suspects were said to have been offered employment by the Katsina state government and were working in collaboration with the Office of the Special Advisor to the State Government on Security in order to blah, blah, blah. Okay? So, you see, wallahi, the rehabilitation is working. Fantastic. Listen, you're not going to make any headway until you begin to punish bad behavior. There is no 2 ways about it. As long as you do not punish bad behavior, the reoccurring decimal must keep reoccurring. Bad behavior must be punished. It shows you're serious. But when you begin to dilly-dally, most of all these things, I mean, how on earth would anybody convince Nigerians that there is no agenda? Be it Fulanization, be it Islamization, because even those that want to think logical say, oh, no, these things may be exaggerated. The actions, including the president, the actions every single person in government takes point to the same direction. In the Yoruba nation, some people get attacked. My own brother is now, let me not go too far. My own brother, the one that I just buried by January, in 2015, while he was coming from a chieftaincy title, he was kidnapped. Bini Ore bypass. Who kidnapped him? You know now. Because when they took them inside the bush, at least with the little Hausa that he could speak, he communicated with the perpetrators of this act. So to tell me that we don't know who does it, eventually, thank goodness, he was released. But the bottom line remains that if someone who engages in that is caught, For Christ's sake, do the needful. Nigeria is so warped. Nigeria makes nonsense of processes. It is now becoming like, how do I put it? It's now becoming like, we're not doing the right thing and we are victimizing Evans, the kidnapper, the millionaire kidnapper. Because why would someone kidnap, rape, burn children, do all these things, say, oh, please forgive me, I've repented. Evans has also repented and he should be forgiven. We say no. Evans, be it in South, be it in North, East, West, please punish offenders. Government, we're not asking for too much. It makes me sick. These are human beings. Katsina, Kano, Ondo, wherever, these are human beings. Do the needful. Whoever is involved. Oh, we pardon them. See where pardon reach us now. See. We want to put them into security. They go robbery. Listen, how on earth do you think that a man whom you gave AK-47, it applies to some of us in the East as well. You cannot give a man AK-47, no matter how well behaved that individual is. He knows that this weapon is over $1 million, that this weapon he will make the rich cry. With this weapon, he can make 2 million naira every single day. And you want him to behave good and go into the bush and stay into the bush. Go check your brain. It's not going to happen. Max, 1 month, 2 months, that gun will be put into use. How much would you pay them? 50,000, be it as headsmen or other security, whatever. 50,000. And you give them automatic weapons. These are not even pump actions or anything. Automatic weapons. And you want to have peace. They will now come tomorrow. Now, imagine let's say in a month, they successfully kidnapped 10 people. Let's say in a month is more, but let's conservatively. And after kidnapping, what happens? People pay ransom. Let's say in a month, they are 5 and they make 20 million in a month. Divide that. So someone who has touched such money will now come and do government job 50, 100,000. To quit smoking no easier. Someone who has touched that money, he can just sitting down, consume and, wazoo 250,000 or 150. Then what he can eat in half a day, you give it to him in 1 month. And you want him to remain there. There is no repentance in that contest. It cannot happen. It does not happen. Let's stop deceiving ourselves, people. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. On one hand, we are talking about the building naval ship in Kano or naval base. On the other hand, I had complained and I got one of the consultants who came here, spoke to us about the railway network in the East. And I asked, why would Port Harcourt Madugri be narrow gauge? Because the current narrow gauge that is there will still be removed. The narrow gauge, the metal, the base, everything will be removed and replaced. And I say, what's wrong with our brain? Zovizo, if you're going to remove it, is there also a question of standardization? Yes, let it cost more. Replace it with standard gauge so that eventually a train can actually move from the southwest and come to the southeast or even crisscross. But hey, the information I have is that even the Port Harcourt Madugri, there is no money. Forget all these abracadabra Amechi is doing. There is no money. Now, because they know there is no money to do it, they want to now make the Southeasterners think something is happening. And in trying to make us to think that something is happening, they quickly they went back and brought trains that were used between 2012 and 2014, before the election. All politicians, including Goodluck Jonathan, all of them is the same thing. When you reach election, everybody, let's do this, let's do the other one, let's do this, let's do the other one. And what we have is this. Watch. Now, watch this. Why I'm showing this is, and I need to explain this. The politicians, and this is my anger. I know you are watching. This is my anger. I need to speak to you. You insult us, you insult the people to the point that you cannot even if it means getting panel beaters to freaking spray the thing. You just went to graveyard, brought something, narrow gauge. Shame no they catch you now. Isn't there a limit to how much you can steal on earth? Would you go to grave with all this money people are stealing? Oh, don't worry. You're not stealing. No, you're doing the needful, isn't it? Isn't there a limit? Is there no limit to what you people can commingle? And this is what we are getting. Port Harcourt, Rivers. This train is between Port Harcourt and Aba. Shame no they catch you now. Those people you bought brand new train, do they have two heads? Those people you built.
Lekwa na ahụ anyị atọ na South East. Lekwe tren aka na-eyuzu na Nigeria. Ihe awa Aba.
Now watch what someone with gray matters in between his skulls would go to the graveyard, the train graveyard, and brought this out. Would this person enter this train? Would this person ever allow his own children to go into this train? Why don't we have the courtesy? Wash this thing, do some rehabilitations. There are local good men that can do the needful for Christ's sake. There are local, do employment. Do standard gauge, no. Repair just spray them, make them look clean. People who take their cars to Panebitas, take the train to Panebita, a good motor Panebita. You can employ people, let them Panebit the train and spray it. But you just take this thing like this, shame no the catch Look at it. Look at it. See. Train. So by virtue of this, what the government wants to do is that everybody will clap. Oh, the government is working. If government didn't do anything, we have resuscitated the train. We now, everything is working. So we are the rest that happened because of 2023. How can human beings be doing this, especially to their own people? Man, there are some things that are so heartbreaking that sometimes you don't even know where to start. Look at it. Look. This is not first hand, it's not second hand, it's not third hand, it's not even fourth hand, it's not even 20th hand. And they just give this to us. We must accept it because what? Like this stream, I am still Maazi Ezeoke. For this conversation this evening, I will soon open the telephone line for your own contribution. Please, 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 just click on the like button, share this stream. We are closing over 500 on various social media handles, and we only have on Facebook only 27 people liking it. On YouTube, I do not know how many people. Oh, Jesus. YouTube, come on now. Waiting. Huh? So make her go, cuckoo myself. Make her go enter train. Like and share. That's all. Share to your family, to your friends, everyone, because this truth must be told. Talk true, you die. You lie, you die. You know talk true, you die. You go for Zaza room, you die. You know go Zaza room, you die. Kukuma, talk true, go Zaza room, die. All die and I die. Huh? Isn't it? Isn't it? Are you not a happiness more? Wallahi, na wuli we go do. This one is not a happiness more anything. Now wuli.
Hour from Niger Delta Broadcasting Service. My name is Andrew Uweri O.
You know, there is a way. I don't blame him because this one go be real on the hour. Because when Niger Delta go verse, he go look this one, he go say, Kai, we will come with the angry Jagoda boys will come with iron pole and dangerous.
On the hour from Niger Delta Broadcasting Service. My name is Andrew Uweri Okere Ajapasa. Yesterday, some angry worry Jagoda boys carried dangerous weapons like a cutlass, iron pole. I went down to the Borikoko oil facility. When they reached there, the security people vanished into the bush like willy.
Baba T say, make I beg them, make they like. Okay, Baba, I beg you. So make I kneel down. Abi, you want, where's my palm wine? Oh no, prop now. You're supposed to bring my palm wine close. Okay, my palm wine is coming. So where's my this? He said, make I beg you. Okay, I beg you, like and subscribe. Make I kneel down. No, only cheer now. I no go kneel down, but I go beg you. Yeah. So like, subscribe, share before I open the telephone line. But you see, it's not that people, we don't just talk for talking's sake. Let the right thing be done, and that's all. One is not asking for too much. For Christ's sake, these trains won't run for free. Most of this money that we're being used comes from this region. Yet this is the best we can get. And let nobody tell me that what PDP did or what PDP did not do. We are not in the PDP era, for Christ's sake. This is the era we are in. We are in a change era. We are in the next level era. But we didn't understand when we were being told there is going to be something that will happen to us from top to bottom. Many of us didn't understand it, didn't understand the spiritual implication of the top to bottom. We thought it was a joke. But now it appears we are beginning to understand what was meant when we were told that something is going to happen from top to bottom. Let me quickly find the evidence, because they talk. All I do is I look the one where you talk. I will use the evidence against you. So let me quickly provide evidence how we were told that from top to bottom that this is going to happen. It reminds me of one English name. What they call winter bottom. Reminds me of one English name. They say is winter bottom. So this one, we are going from top to bottom. Top to bottom. I'm not kidding you. We are going really from top to bottom. Okay, watch.
APC from top to bottom. Top to bottom. Top to bottom. Thank you very much indeed.
So after watching this top to bottom, now would you appreciate this trend? Now I understand. If I watch this one and I watch this, I understand top to bottom. Because wherever we were before, now top. So now we were told they're going to drag us from top to bottom. And the congregation of Mumus, we are saying, yeah, top to bottom, yeah, top to bottom, yeah, top to bottom. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear me. From top to bottom, isn't it? From top to bottom.
APC from top to bottom. Top to bottom. Top to bottom. Thank you very much indeed.
Honestly, as all of you can see, I have lost weight. It is, in the words, in the worldview of the president, it amounts to one thing.
Are we likely to use a different approach in the fight against insecurity, especially kidnapping, which is a big issue now, sir?
No, I have just seen the IG. I think he is still losing weight, so I think he's working very hard.
So, as Maazi Ezeoke has lost weight, at least the president has confirmed that I am working very hard. As it is, yesterday was past. Day before yesterday was party. Tomorrow will be takeover.
You will be a past participant. Yeah. Hey! Ebu agomia. One day we go mia. Say yesterday you are a past. So very soon you shall be past. Party. One day, say tickle. Say tickle. One nana so you ba na ebudi. On a meko.
Okay, so it was yesterday was past, and today I don't know what today is. Maybe today is present, and tomorrow will be tickle. So it will become past party tickle. But if you summarize the whole thing, the past, the present, and the tickle, you understand that we are actually from top
APC
to bottom.
APC from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Top to bottom. Top to bottom. Thank you very much indeed.
So we have gone from top to bottom. And at this juncture, people, I can tell you, if you doubt me, if you join us, even if you have stolen the whole Nigeria, we will forgive you. I'm telling you honestly. At least that's what the party chairman told us. If you stole Nigeria, you come to the party. No wonder Anambra State, the House of Assembly, everybody is decamping like rats. That you know that time where we are in the village, when we go after grass cutters, big grasshoppers. No, is there a grass cutter? Sorry. When they go into their OP, we'll go round, and you go get pepper and this thing, put fire. It will smoke them like tear gas, and they will run out from their OP. Maybe that's what it is. But be that as it may, that means once you come into our party, it doesn't matter what you've done. Even if you're Boko Haram, you'll be forgiven. Even if you have stolen, what will do? Your sins will be forgiven. You think I'm kidding? Let me ask the party chairman, the khaki wearing Adams Oshomole.
Tony, Ilwobe means I don't do bad. And if once you have joined APC, all your sins are forgiven. Once you have joined APC, all your sins are forgiven. All your sins are forgiven. All your sins are forgiven.
Once you join, all your sins are forgiven. On that note, before I open the telephone line, just to tell you that whatever I have said, I mean it with a straight face to the camera. I'm not lying. Honestly, I mean it. I'm not lying. If I'm lying, ask Oga, liar.
When my 7-year-old grandson called me and said, "Grandpa, tell me the truth. Why did they call you Liar Mohammed?"
See, they call him Liar Mohammed. Me, nobody calls me Liar Mohammed. On that note, people, I will take calls for a couple of minutes, then we'll call it a day. Now, you can do as much as possible. Everyone is free to use the super chat. Please, again, share this stream. Let's take calls. Your calls. I think someone called before, but obviously wasn't picked. So let's quickly see if your call comes in. For many of you who've said the number already, but for those of you who haven't, let's quickly bring the call number. Where is the number again? Okay, so this is for you to have your say. Do you fancy the idea that we are building ship, naval yard in Kano? Hello, you're speaking to Maazi Ezeoke. Who am I speaking to? Hold on. Can everybody hear him? No, I don't think it's. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me tell you. I think the mixer or something is wrong. Okay, go ahead now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you, my brother. I just want to use the opportunity to thank you for the good work you are doing by enlightening people, especially the people of Eastern region, most especially the old. In the recess, we just have to think or start from the basis of everything. I was listening yesterday to Nigerian news. Somebody, Mr. Benjamin or Dr. Benjamin, was saying that universities are allowed.
That what? Sorry. Sorry, that what is allowed? You said that Mr. Benjamin said that what is allowed. What?
I was listening yesterday to Arise News. So one Mr. Dr. Benjamin from a jump office rightly said that the universities are allowed to set their cutoff points.
Yes, that's
Those days we studied, there are people who call who call them Ubog. Are you getting it?
Indeed, over.
These people are ahead every day, reducing the standard of everything. Here we studied abroad. The way it is being done, say the cutoff mark or the least mark everybody will have before you go to university. You set up a standard for the entire country. It's 100. Whether the investor want to take 120, 130, but let him not drop it that anything is below 100. But rather, the reverse is the case in Nigeria. You know, when you think it's like this, it makes one go crazy. How would you encourage students to study again? Because for investors that need money, we will say somebody that have 50, we are our top point is 50. And it's allowed because I've been doing it in Nigeria.
And the worst part will be that the same person that would score 50 and will be taken at the end of the day, he will be your boss.
Call to 10 will be the person that will head the department. I want if at the end of the day, both the transport system is not working, health system is not working, educational system. In fact, I have a that is if I'm close to him, I'll ask him this question. So it will not be in an issue, in an open place like this. We have senators from the eastern region that don't even ask questions. Are limited in thinking, except very handful and very few, the likes of Abaribe, that's very, very wise and see future, have critical thinking. How can you have a dry port in the north, dry port, but you have already existing port in the eastern region that's not dead? You have a naval base in the north that don't have water, but the naval base in the east is not working. Now, I tried to make some inquiries about the oil basins, the places they find the gas in oil basins. It is predominantly in Anambra State and Imo State. And already putting pipe to Njenje. I think that pipe with time is not going to function. Because you can't use, I saw the type of train that is working in this region. Whether this is a direct policy to dehumanize the people of Igbo race or the people of the Eastern region, because more or less we are the same people. And most of our people don't understand. Because once injury to one is injury to all, in as much as we have linkages, our interconnected. Once you have poor amenities in Owerri, it will definitely affect somebody in Port Harcourt. It will definitely affect somebody in Aba, and likewise Akwa Ibom and all the rest of them. So most of our brothers, they don't think they are limited in their thinking. And all these things, when we stay here in what this can do. Question I want to ask, and most of them will listen to this and listen exactly. I remember when I was in Nigeria, I wanted to end. I withdrew 2006.
Can you quickly round up? Everyone would have a max of 2 minutes. Yes, please.
Okay, let me just go to the question. The question I want to ask is this. The representatives and the senators from the Eastern region, are they not intelligent to see the on the wall and go out there and get what the people send them for? That is the question I want to drop now.
What did you send them to do?
They represent the people. They are there to get their own share.
No, you see the thing. It's. I remember that election when people stayed away. So when you stay away and you boycott such local elections, it gives those whom you apparently don't want, it gives them the impetus too. And those probably who will speak for you wouldn't get enough votes too. So sadly, when I say this, when we look at the train is federal. Now, Aba, that we saw that train, to be honest with you, there is no difference between Aba, how dirty Aba is, and that train. In fact, they are 5 and 6. Aba maybe is the youngest brother or whatever. And people are, and everyone is happy. Look at Aba. It's on the screen. Aba, the place I know. Jesus Christ. So,
you have embassy in Lagos, you have embassy in Abuja. All the Eastern region, even if you put it in Asaba, put it in Port Harcourt, let there be one internet, let there be embassy there. Let oil companies come to where they drill oil. All these things our senators and our House of Rep, the ones say, or how do they put it? If you fight the war outside, then if you come home, you talk to people, my friend, that's not the way to do it. You have to do it rightly. But our people not representing us very well. I did politics when I was in the university, and I know how it goes.
Anyway, thank you very much for your time, my brother. Thank you. People, you see, my problem here is, yes, I understand. The thing is that we do ourselves. Yes, there are ones federal government does to us, but it appears the one you're looking at the screen, this is the one we do ourselves. This is the one. This is Aba. So Aba is not being governed by APC. Aba is not being governed by Buhari. Aba is governed by the son of the soil of Ngwa. Aba Ngwa. I don't know if he cannot fix Aba. Now tell me, is it when someone from Bende or someone from Ozakoli comes in that he will go to Aba and fix it? It makes me, I don't know. Some of you who sent me message say I'm taking Aba personal. Sorry, I have no apology. Yes, I have to take Aba personal because I'm Igbo, bona fide son of the Igbo nation. Aba is a shame. If Aba doesn't shame you, he shames me. I do not live in Aba, but Aba shames me. With this, they have no moral locus standi to go tell somebody they're not doing well. Look at people swimming in freaking dirty water. Come on. Oh dear. Nigeria, they do my head actually. So I take maybe 2 more calls and that's it. If you're lucky. Oh geez, so many people already. So you can call back again. I think I have people calling from Italy. Okay, Germany again. Yeah, hello. Hello.
Maazi Ezeoke, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, speaking with Jeff.
Okay, Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, Maazi, well done. Today, I think this is you are doing a wonderful job today. Actually, Kano, Navy Academy or Navy base in Kano. I think this is the worst of the whole absurdities. I think we are swallowing a lot of shit in the country. I think enough is enough. I think enough is enough. What is wrong with our people? What is wrong with our people, the so-called Igbo or Niger Delta or the so-called South? What is wrong with our people? This is absurd. How can somebody in this living memory, in this life, will be building Navy base in Kano? Oh, God, mercy.
So what's okay? So you're not in support of the Navy base, right?
Why should I? Why should I be in support of that? That is horrible.
Okay.
It's never gone anywhere.
Okay. So we'll give other people more chance to call in. Thank you very much.
No, excuse me, please. And last 2 days, you have not said anything about it because I heard in the news. Last few days, the federal government budgeted money for airports. I think Kano, Lagos, Abuja, and Katsina. And I didn't hear anything from Enugu Airport, which is already a sham. I didn't hear anything from that Enugu Airport. But they're still building Katsina Airport, Kano Airport, Abuja Airport, and Lagos Airport. What have we done to these people? What have we done to Nigeria?
Thank you very much. Yeah, hello. You're speaking to Maazi Ezeoke. Who am I speaking to?
Hello, good evening, Mr. Maazi.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, how are you doing, sir? Yes. The situation of this country called Nigeria is just appalling, sir. You see, the leader of the country himself, the leader of this country, knows what he's doing. They all know what they're doing. Talking about in the body language of the president has shown where he's going to. So we are just deceiving ourselves by telling ourselves we depend. They know where we're going to. Islamization of this country, that is what they are all after. We shouldn't just deceive ourselves. Let's just deceive. So because we won't have two constitutions operating within the country. When Boko Haram repents, you will absorb them back to the system, into Nigerian military. Why they're still going to bomb NGA? They're still coming. This is just the beginning. Because it's instead of good that you repented. It's instead of good that repented. It's instead of good that went to pound that place. Now look at the train. Chibuka and Michi gave to the east. Look at that train. That dead train.
Well, they can argue that it has not been finished though. But I mean, for me, optics matters a lot. Optics matters. What I cannot confirm if this is actually in use, but for me, if I were to be the minister, I would never put something like this on the table. They're supposed to,
Look at that train, for goodness sake. Where the money is coming from. That is the region where the money is coming from.
Anyway.
We are building train from Nigeria to Njenje. And within the country, look at that train. I just saw that.
Even the I'm told on good authority, even the Maradi line is not not sure because they don't even have money to do it. And we're in a deep mess. I'll take it this way. We're in a deep mess. We're in a deep mess.
Satan is coming whereby the whole country will be ravaged. Will be cold. See, they are coming.
Mm.
I'm telling you that they are coming. They just don't what just little a tip on my bed. They are coming. They are going to say, when it gets to there, look at the way look at the ammunition is going to come into the country. Look at the way they are all over the country.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
They are coming. They are coming.
So thank you very much. So people, let's make it, in order to allow other people to call in, let's make it 2 minutes max, please. You can always summarize your train of thoughts. Let's not hog the line for so long, because obviously so many people are calling so that we don't hog the line too much. Oh dear, there is a okay, I won't play this video, but there is a video that it's unbelievable funny, and these are things happening in Nigeria. These are things happening in Nigeria. Nigeria has become like one day, one trouble. What they say in Igbo, Chibo and Ozo. Every day you wake up, you hear another one. Here there is this video I saw from Dutch, and I think this will serve a letter to like ministers in Nigeria. Now, this is a former Afghanistan, I think, communication minister. Now, when he left Afghanistan and went to America. No, sorry, he went to Germany. Now, what does he do in Germany? He delivers pizza like Uber Eats, but this one, they do that with bicycle and rucksack. What's rucksack? Yeah, a rucksack, backpack. Now, they do this with bicycle. And now, for me, what is the lesson here? The lesson here is in what the man said when he was asked, why is he doing this job? And when I watched it, it touched me, and I started asking myself, all these people that parade themselves as ministers now, with fleets of cars and convoys and wicked-looking policemen, after having consumed liquors and all the rest, moving around oppressing the people, would any of them ever do something like this? Watch. Right? This is in Germany. This is a former minister. This is a former minister of Afghanistan.
It doesn't matter. I was before minister, still serving people, and now I'm Lefrando career, driving Lefrando's services to people, still is serving people. Two and a half to 3,000 people. They were only working in the building. And I'm proud that I'm doing it. Otherwise, I could have been one of the corrupt minister.
Did you hear that? I am happy that I am doing it. Dignity in labor. I am happy. He's happy that he's doing it. Now, this is a minister. Close your eyes. Can you ever see a minister in Africa, even in Nigeria, to this point? Listen to again, because this is the moral of this.
They were only working in the building. And I'm proud that I'm doing it.
I am proud that I am doing it.
I could have been one of the corrupt minister, could have made millions of dollars and would have bought buildings here, hotels here, or in Dubai and other part, and I wouldn't even needed to work. But I'm proud that my soul is happy, and I have nothing to be feeling guilty. So ordinary job I'm doing, and I hope other politicians also follow the same way, that to work with the public rather than just keeping hiding.
See? Sim.
The International Committee Afghanistan, they recognize
Very
the Taliban government.
simple.
They work along with them, negotiate what international community want, return aid, money they giving to them, and also what they want from international community with mutual talk and discussion. If they come up with a solution, and then Afghanistan will be a prosperous country because Afghanistan has got many natural resources. They can make, in the peaceful Afghanistan, they can extract them, they can make their economy better.
Well, again, it's for me, what attracts me to something like this is that simplicity. But back home, again, some of the articulators wouldn't like this, but who cares? You see the article who, after losing election in 2019, literally left Nigeria. Suddenly, another election is coming, and we started again hearing about restructuring. Listen to him.
We must restructure our country in a manner that allows various segments to develop at their own pace and not be held back by the center or other segments. Development cannot wait for nation building. In fact, neither development nor nation building needs wait for the other. Development can indeed help in nation building. You can walk and talk at the same time. I find it amusing when people declare Nigeria's unity as fixed and non-negotiable while doing everything in their power to destroy that fragile unity. Nothing in the relationships among people is fixed for eternity. You cannot declare your marriage as non-negotiable while doing everything to sources of discomfort in that marriage. Countries can be created by force. You can whip groups of people into forming a country, but you cannot whip them into forming a nation.
See? What do you want me to say? Had the government of today listened to the cry, listen to what the people were saying, you cannot bring people all together and keep them by force and tell them that there is no go area that they cannot discuss. Had they ever trusted the people enough and had respect for the people, all the agitations that you hear today would not have been. And you think you think something is happening, then you listen to. Sometimes I don't even understand again. Listen.
In the whole Nigeria is in one chance. It's all right. What is happening in Maduguri? You end it. So in the one chance and one chance, because Buhari as a leader is already tired with what is happening in this country. So don't need to talk too much about that. But all of us, we are in danger. All of us, we are in danger. Anything can happen anytime.
See, Baba said the whole Nigeria is in one chance. The way he said it cracked me up, I tell you. The whole Nigeria is in one chance. People, I ask you, are you not in one chance? Are you not?
I repeat, we cannot negotiate with these guys.
Like I see the way you vibrate, you're talking about you cannot negotiate, but the negotiation has already finished. What are you talking?
We've got what it takes to crush them off.
You got what in a crush coconut.
You only begin to negotiate when you've not done your homework.
We have begun to negotiate before we even do homework.
When you've not put in all what you should put in place.
put those things in place where we want to put them in
place. So when they have taken over your kids or your citizens and hold them ransom, there is nothing you can do.
Well, they've already taken and they came back with children. And what did we do?
Any attempt at rescue operation, there will be high collateral damage.
Well, this one, there was no high collateral damage. They invaded Chibok. They came with truckloads of motorcycles and cars. We have Naval base. Oh, sorry, it's not yet built. But we had Air Force. There is no way we can monitor them from the air to know where they were headed to. Yet they took our children, over 300 of them, and we are here ranting.
You will lose nearly half or over three-quarters of them. And what you are compared to start negotiating. Has a country with a strong defense force haven't actually equipped your inventory?
Okay. I'm beginning to doubt whether you are once in the military. We don't have any defense anywhere because it appears people, foreigners with AK-47, stroll up and down from their country. They come in 2 hours. At least that's what the president said, that these people are foreigners. So they stroll into Nigeria and cause havoc, and you're asking if we have military. You have to tell us.
My God, you go out there and crush the enemy. That is what I expect from Nigeria.
You crush enemy when you want to crush them. What if the enemy and the crusher is... what if I cannot differentiate the enemy and the crusher? What happens?
We did this in Liberia. We did this in Sierra Leone. We did it in the... What?
No, Ghana, Liberia, there was line. They drew lines. You know, when we small, when we want to fight, you take sand, they say, okay, Aya, coach up the aja. Aya, throw the sand, you knock him. Bah! You know, because that's Barakboism. It is always arranged. It is always prepared, because I know you are prepared when you cross my own land and throw away. But here, in Liberia, what you did, I mean, there were lines drawn everywhere. You know where Ecomob is. You know where Liberian forces. So why are you comparing it to us? Ours, I just told you now that it could be that the catcher and the invader, maybe we cannot, as it is. I'm beginning to suspect that, you know, something like this.
Economic is doing like this. It's doing like this.
We might not even differentiate anymore. That's honestly, that's my candid opinion.
What's happening with us? Is this Nigeria?
No, it's not Nigeria. It's UAR. Point of correction. It's not Nigeria.
Our sovereignty is threatened.
Which sovereignty? The one people sneak in and go out, go like this, go like this. Listen, Oga, we are working very hard. I can see you. You are not working because you haven't lost anyone.
Are we likely to use a different approach in the fight against insecurity, especially kidnapping, which is a big issue now, sir?
No, I have just seen the IG. I think he is still losing weight. So I think.
So if I look at you, you are not losing weight. So I don't know how you are working.
Bandits have taken over this country.
Who told you? Who told you? We are told that they are foreigners, and you are calling them bandits. I'll ask DSS to look for your address.
And we are watching?
No, we are not watching. We have LCD, plasma TV. That's what we have. How can you be saying we are watching? Oh, are we even aware?
Aga, they're telling me it's not a wire. AP, it goes somewhere. Remember me? He don't tell him my IT make it go Benue. But if from Benue, he don't go Nasarawa. Waiting. Look at me, Akoi, commander in SIP. He never do anything. He don't finish. So, what need they talk me?
Huh?
We are watching.
You know, get remote. You know, they see TV. Oh, no, sorry. You don't have internet. I forgot you're watching me online.
For Christ's sake.
For Christ's sake. No, Christ is the Son of God, isn't it?
We must save this country.
No be who they shout, say they won't save, they won't save. They say we are not, we are defeating them. We have killed, by the way, Abubakar Shaka, we have killed him 5 times. So how can you say we want to save? If we ask people here now watching, if we want to save Nigeria, the result will shock you.
This is the only land we have.
Nah, we have other nations as well. Then that is part of the mistake. There are so many nations here.
Can someone tell the president?
Okay, you must be very funny. You sound like a comedian. Say, can somebody tell the president? I heard that the last time somebody tried to tell the president, I was told that that treatment in London for is it left or right ear? I don't know, but I don't think the thing was fixed.
That Nigeria is sinking. We are.
Nigeria is sinking. Ah, is that the reason why we want to build naval base? So that we cannot sink. Bang! I am so smart. Now I understand the reason why we want to build naval base. Because if Nigeria is sinking, we build naval base where you have sand. It will not sink. Oh, intelligent no go kill me.
Sinking. Every day we are sinking.
The sink where you sink yesterday, it never do you. Or do you want to sink in past participle? You want to sink in past participle? Okay.
You will be a past participant. Yeah. Hey! Ebu agomia. One day we go me. Say yesterday you are a past. So very soon you shall be past. Party. One day. Say tickle.
So, Oga, it appears the way you are ranting, you want to become tickle. Me, I am a past. And many people watching, the place you want to save is also, I don't know whether it's past or tickle, but you can tell us. Okay, sorry, sir. Stop crying. Sorry, sir. Sorry. We are sorry. We're sorry for have offended you, and you came to the point of crying. Oh no, sorry, please, sorry, okay, sorry. But you know what? After crying, you come, we'll give you form, you join.
Tony, Ilwobe means I don't do bad. And in fact, once you have joined APC, all your sins are forgiven. Once you have joined APC, all your sins are forgiven. All your sins are forgiven. All your sins are forgiven.
So please, so that if you cross the rope, then we will forgive you all the sins. And you join us. You join us. On that note, people, thank you very much for joining me once more. Please like this stream. This is Maazi Ezeoke once more. It has been my pleasure to have you in the last hour plus. Again, this is my hangout. Oh, I have another caller. This is going to be the last caller of the day. Good evening. Where are you calling from and what's your name? Hello, caller. Where are you calling from and what's your name? Again, caller, where are you calling from and what's your name?
Oh, hi, Maazi. My name is Uju. I'm calling from London.
Okay, Uju, go ahead.
Your program is make me happiness more.
Your happiness more?
It's not make me happiness at all.
Oh, dear.
I am not happiness at all. It's really sad. I know you're trying to make light of the whole situation. Well, it's terrifying. I'm going to Nigeria Christmas, but I'm not looking forward to it at all. I am scared.
Don't be scared.
The security situation is awful. The kidnapping, it's just.
But we are still here now. All of us never die now. So don't be too scared. Or are you planning to go to Katsina?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But where is safe in Nigeria?
Well, nowhere is safe. I mean, as in safe. But no, hold on. Nowhere is safe. But at least, we all of us never die now. We did here.
It's a miracle. That was what the guy said yesterday on the program, isn't it? Yeah.
Living in Nigeria, maybe living in Plateau. But obviously understood. Yeah.
Nigeria as a whole, and we really need to wake up, because this government, it's they have an agenda. It's obvious.
Well, there is nothing I can say on that. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I say there is nothing I can say on that. I do not know. I don't have facts, obviously. I don't want people to jump my fence. So I will say no comment.
No comment, but it's obvious the handwriting is on the wall.
Did you write it with ink or with pencil?
With blood. It's written with people's blood.
You know what? You must be having a small this evening. You cannot call me and not.
I am not having a small. I am not. Maybe if I have a.
All right. Have you voted?
I'm voted, yeah.
Okay, so
I'm happiness, I'm voted, yeah.
tell me your feeling after voting today.
Yeah, after voting, I'm feeling okay. What I want, I get it on the result. I'm getting the party I want is the one going on. Thank you for that.
What are you expecting from these people you voted?
I'm voted, they can do what you want, and then when they want, what they want, inshallah, we're happiness more.
So you are happiness more now?
I am not happiness more, no.
Okay.
Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing a great show. I enjoy your show. I watch you every day or every time you come on air.
Thank you very
try
much.
To take the edge off, but still, it's a reality. We need to wake up. Yesterday, I was listening to another show with this Biafrans, and someone called in to say there was 13 boats or so that came into, I don't know if it's Ebonyi State or Enugu State, with Fulani.
13 boats. Hold on. How?
Yeah.
With which?
I don't know the name of the village. They said through Benue boundary.
Oh, okay.
One of those villages. Yeah. The person was shaking when he called in the program to say this is what's happened yesterday. So.
Well, I don't know. I haven't heard, so I cannot confirm or deny. So.
Yes, but if you can check just to confirm.
Yeah, I put call across, but I can't confirm or deny. Anyway, thank you very much for your call, and that's a very fine place to leave it. You said Uju, right? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much, Uju, for your call. So, people, again, that's a very fine place to leave it. On this note, I would invite my brother, area father, while I sign off. Again, we are the dotted people and the dot nation. Thank you. Join me tomorrow evening. Oh, by the way, join me tomorrow by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I will be having a session with Barrister Ejiofor, who is going to center around the DSS not allowing him, or the trouble DSS gave him while trying to see his client. On that note, I will see you tomorrow, 2 o'clock Nigerian time. Remember, blessed. Good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. I am still Maazi Ezeoke. It has been a pleasure to have you here, close to 2 hours. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, Biko, Ekbele, Ejo, make it a subscribe. It never cost money, and if you, I would say kindly also share with others, so that we can move the ministry to the next level, not from top to bottom. From top to bottom. No, we go from bottom to top. Okay, so that the ministry will move to the permanent side. Thank you. Good night.
I represent and symbolize all the characteristics of a typical Igbo man. Yes, I've learned to be more Igbotic than I ever expected. As an Igbo man, I've perfected the act of being tenacious in any dream that I chase. To be industrious, be consistent, and powerfully focused. All the lessons I learned from the brothers in the tribe have made me dogged, hardworking, and exhibiting the ability and the capacity to survive in any kind of weather. Yes, I am an original wafo because mamumu don't do. I
ihe mere eme nzuzu mezuola, so everybody ngwa nga na asị na oji ọnụ gbasi egwu bụ ike ma na ihe ọmụta na egwu agwụla. Maazi Ezeoke, they'll close Alarm today. Make I go look outside before some people jump our fence here. Man, it has a jump. When Kaga we take a jump our fence and I jump our fence, man, a man have indeed over. If I na rap about jump our fence, you lose to go kuje, abi to. But be that is me. The other because put them on quotum can one or more bonny one. Or come bonny one, yen quarter. Never tata about Friday. Kai will tata a Nigeria boom, Madden Alexander Pia Madotal.